Water.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. And for the Hornets, we've got Cade Cunningham, and it's Pierce in at the three, the small forward. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Outside Ingram. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. The shot misses. Solid defense from Bol. Here's McGrady. He played a great game against New Orleans.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powered at home like that. He's watched by Cunningham. The Hornets pull it in. Here's McGrady. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
There's Cunningham with a three. On target from range.
Measuring that corner triple very well. I like seeing Cunningham bury these types of shots.
Outside Ingram. The three is up. They grab their own miss, and it's good. 2 points.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here's Cunningham. Defense right on him. And he makes it on the layup. Cunningham's got his second bucket on the night.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Pierce. Pass to Cunningham. Outside Bull. That shot is good by O'Neal.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Pettit. McGrady to pass to Cunningham. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Cunningham's got 8.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
Here's Lever. Then he drops in the layup off the glass.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got a crowded space. Their defense is against him tonight. Brian, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Lever. Cuts off the pass. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pierce, the pass to Bull. Cunningham outside. Back to Bull. Oh, deflected. Shot clock at 4. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside Ingram. Takes a 13-footer. The bank shot, no good.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Lineup here for Charlotte. So the Nets making a switch here. No good on the quick 3. Hornets leading by 6. Pass to Yakachonis. Six to shoot. From deep. Houston. Gets the bucket.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Price. Pass to Jackson. It's tipped. Now the Hornets moving it up. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Back to Ware. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The 3-ball knocks down the triple.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Charlotte leading by 6. There's the drive, and the shot goes in.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Ingram. The rebound by Ware.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
No good on the three.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Ware, the screen. Down low. The ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Hornets will retain possession. O'Neal, he's checked in for Brooklyn. McCain comes in for Brandon Ingram. And here's Charlotte now. 8-point game. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this game. First one falls for them. Brooklyn making a switch here. Watson's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Here's Yakichonis. Pass to Bailey. And stolen by Jackson. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Price. Screen by O'Neal. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. No good that time.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Charlotte. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back to the game after this break. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Hornets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
They've got Cunningham, and it's Pettit in at power forward. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. Here's Price. He's watched by Cunningham. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's O'Neal. Carries the 7-footer. O'Neal's got 6.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Here's McGrady. Lewis with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, those who worked with Nets coach Jordy Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. Goes up on the wing, and the rebound goes to Charlotte. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. The 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. He's checked in for Charlotte. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Screen by O'Neal. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
There's the drive, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Outside McCain. From outside, off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Pierce. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 12-point Charlotte lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's McCain. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Hammers the lob through.
Assist goes to
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 11. McGrady, pure from three-point range. McGrady's got 12 points in the game.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
O'Neal on the wing. Here's Price. Still without a bucket with his first shot attempt. Oh, it's blocked by Gold. Pass to Pettit. Cunningham, right side. There's the triple. Rebounded by Ilgauskas. Nets trail by 13. Here's Lever. Inside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a, and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen
the previous play is under review.
Even after the video review,
there's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
and as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Make some noise! It's your honeybee!
Ingram's checked in for Brooklyn. And he makes the first. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting five.
And, you know, I think I'll go with two of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Here's Jonas. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen. And now the Nets on the break with the 10-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
That one's good for 2. Houston's got 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Price. No points yet. And here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Has to wear. And here's Bull. Out to the right wing. Here's Houston. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 8 points now.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Houston. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Charlotte shooting their first free throws tonight.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And he drops the first. And so he hits both. Nets trail by 15. Plenty of space. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
1:02 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Houston. 10 points for him. Here's Bailey. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to O'Neal. Rejected by Bull. And he recovers it. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Bailey, the pass to Houston. Outside Bull. Here's Lever. Outside Ingram. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. No good on the shot.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, go try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And so that's the end of the first half. Charlotte on top, up by 15. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, fresh out the gates, they've already established themselves as one of the teams to beat.
That is certainly reflected in their ranking here, a team to be reckoned with. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Nets.
Number one goal in the offseason, get yourself some rim protectors. The guys you have cannot do it.
And credit their opponent for relentlessly exploiting that here. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And here's Charlotte now, kicking off the second half. Here's Jordy Fernandez's five. Pass to Pettit. Back to Cunningham. The steal. Lever passes to Ingram.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Cunningham outside. Oh, Cade powers it in.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside, pushing to get the bucket.
He's watched by Cunningham. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And stolen by Bull. Here's Pierce. Connects from downtown. Pierce has got his third basket on the night right there.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Up top, O'Neal. Pass to Lever. Now here's Ingram. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Ingram's got 5. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Cunningham with the ball. 13 points in the game. Pass to McGrady. The three is up. And the Hornets, another three.
Because of the clear height advantage, he gets the shot he's looking for.
And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Charlotte making a change here. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nets trail by 19. Tipped.
You see the athleticism of Cunningham, using it there to come up with the swat.
And it misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And they get it back.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Now here's Cunningham, guarded closely, and Cunningham throws it down.
And what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
He's watched by Cunningham. Good D by Cunningham. Hornets leading by 19. Here's McGrady. He's got 15. Shrimp passes to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. McGrady's got 17 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This has been good players who really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Sends it home from three-point land. 10 points for him.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Lever. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Charlotte leading by 19. Here's Petrovic. Drops in the three.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ingram, the pass to Price. Into the lane. And he makes it. Price has got his first 2 points of the night.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's Yakatonis. Now where? Pass to Yakatonis. Here's Shrimp. Three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 20. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Petrovic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Petrovic has got 6.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Fires the three. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bailey, the pass to Shrimp. Launches it. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by Bailey.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things. What will happen? He's trying to help his team.
Pass to Yakatonis. This one for 3. Shrimp's shot is good. Shrimp's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's O'Neal. Lays it up and banks it in. O'Neal's got 22.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's the pick. Here's Price. Cans it with nobody near him. Price has gotten 4 this quarter. Charlotte leading by 22.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
19-footer. Deflected. They retain possession. And so it's Charlotte. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Kalel Ware, and it's Pettit in at the 4. That's the Hornets 5. Here's Lever. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Pass to McGrady. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Price. And the shot goes down.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
McGrady to pass to Cunningham. Here's McGrady. Pass to Pettit. Just 5 to shoot. The shot. And he sinks that one. Hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McGrady's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Price. He's watched by Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ware's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. So the Nets making a switch here.
Once again, that was your scoring squad.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's McGrady. Pass to Cunningham. They set the pick. Clock at 6. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Here's Price. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Well, Brooklyn's shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Here's Price. To the wing, right side. Well, you want officials to get the calls right, but for video review, maybe institute a 2-minute time limit, you think?
Oh, I would love a good 2-minute time limit, but the worst thing to do would be to go to a 2-minute time limit and then have them not get it right. Then you wasted all that time for nothing.
Here's Price. He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Price. 5 to shoot. Snatched away. And he lobs it up.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Pettit's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Pierce. The shot that time not on target. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Will it go? Got a hand on it. And they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Lever. And again, it's the Nets missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum. Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. Price gets the bucket.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
On offense, here are the Hornets. They're on a 16-4 run. Pass to McGrady. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most health and motivation. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Cunningham passes to McGrady. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
He takes it in, and that one is stuffed right through.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd. And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Here's Cunningham, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to McGrady. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. McGrady's got 34 points.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Driving in, and he dunks it down.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offenses.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allen LaForce reporting from the sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Allen. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Hayes. And it's Mullen in at the small forward. And for Charlotte, we've got Cunningham. He's out there with Tracy McGrady. Pierce is out there with Bowl. And it's Pettit in at the 4. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doors, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Now, here's Mullen. Back to Halliburton. No good on the 3. The Hornets on offense. Here's McGrady. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
Halliburton for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Cunningham right side. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a 3-point play. Allen picks one up.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Mullen. Halliburton outside. Back to Mullen. Tries it from the top of the key, and Bull pulls it down. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. Here's down low. Working on Allen. Cunningham with it. 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Halliburton kicks to Mullen. High post Allen. Halliburton outside. Back to Allen. Here's Hayes, and it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. The first thing Coach brought up, how to deal with Tyrese Halliburton. He said to me, Tyrese makes their offense tick. He doesn't just run the show, he is the show. With Hallie, you have to make him uncomfortable. You have to switch up the coverages. It's never easy facing off with Tyrese Halliburton. Back to you, Kev.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Outside for Halliburton. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release points.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And Bull sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Bull. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Charlotte on D, and out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Hornets leading by 9. Bennett the pass to Cunningham. Here's McGrady. Back to Cunningham. Driving inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Allen. Nothing on the board. And Halliburton gets it to go on the assist by Allen.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
Cunningham against Halliburton. Halliburton with the steal. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Pass to McGrady. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Hayes. Spurs trail by 9. Halliburton for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Here's McGrady. Oh, what a dunk!
Out below!
And powered down the Jam.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Then for the Spurs. Tembo is checked in for Porzingis. Humphries comes in for Hayes. And it's Williams in for Halliburton. Bailey with a wide open look. Good on the triple.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Houston, defended by Allen. Houston, the pass to Schrempf.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ware. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Spurs, trailing by 13. Here's Schrempf. Lays it up and banks it in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
San Antonio's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Spurs trail by 15. Allen outside. San Antonio again missing. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Brooklyn Nets.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And this is what you love seeing. Williams using those young legs to his advantage on the attack.
Pass to Houston. Here's Jonas. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Bailey. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Here's Jonas. Allen defending. Pass to Ware. Now Shrimp. Pocket 6. And there's a slam dunk to finish it off.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Charlotte. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. Right back after this break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Tracy McGrady is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Pettit in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
It's stolen by McGrady. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Humphries with the steal. Pass to Dang. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Dang's got his first basket of the night.
Always survey the floor. Williams with that veteran-like vision there.
McGrady outside. Cunningham looking it over. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. McGrady's got 9.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Halliburton finds Dang. Outside Williams. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. He's checked in for the Hornets. Pierce comes in for Bailey. Okoro, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 19. Over in the corner, Williams. That 3 off the mark.
I'd say that's one we typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Kevin, back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Charlotte leading by 21. Oh, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And the whistle blows is going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. Petrovic is checked in for Charlotte. The Spurs also changing it up. Luol Deng is checked in for Humphries. Mullen comes in for Okoro. And it's Allen in for Williams.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Petrovic with the pass to Pierce. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Spurs trail by 20. Pass to Mullen. Lets it go with a three. Falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Mullen's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Spurs. Here's Petrovic. Allen defending. Cunningham outside. Here's Petrovic. Puts up a deep three. And they recover it. Here's down low. Defended by Butler. And that one drops for him. Pierce has got his second bucket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Pass to Petrovic. Now, here's Bull. It's stolen by Dang. In transition, here comes San Antonio, and he makes that one. Allen's got his first bucket in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly what you want it.
So both teams making some changes here. Charlotte leading by 17. On the wing, Korver, defended by Mullen. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, you allow a shooter of this caliber to get that good a look and a good night.
Kicks it out to Allen. It's good. The assist that time from Mullen. Allen's got 5 points so far.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Here's Jonas. Hasn't made one yet. Outside Korver. A three ball. Oh, and he almost had a four-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for three. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
There's Williams. Nobody near Allen. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Schrempf, and it's Korver in the corner. It's stolen by Mullen. 1:16 left now here in the second. Now here's Hayes. Tight defense on him. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Allen. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. There's Porzingis. A second chance effort. Hornets with the rebound. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Here's Jonas. The three. The offensive rebound. They set the pick. Pass to Petrovic. Hands it from downtown. And the Hornets lead by 20.
And with with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Charlotte controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, right now for the Spurs, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Hornets.
They've been locked in. I mean, locked in. They know what they want, and they know how to get it. Kind of like Shaq at the barbecue.
Say, Diesel, what's your favorite dish at a cookout?
Cereal in a bowl.
At a barbecue?
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Now, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Mullen. He's out there with Porzingis. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Allen in at the shooting guard. McGrady against Halliburton. Outside, Porzingis. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in.
Hard work on the offensive glass, paying off with the second chance points there for Hayes. If he's got a shot at the rebound, he's not going to let anybody else take it away.
Pass to Bennett. McGrady against Allen. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Halliburton against Cunningham. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Stolen by Allen. Pass to Hayes. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Khalil Ware's checked in for both. Hayes hits them both. Charlotte leading by 18. Here's McGrady, towered down with both hands.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Halliburton kicks to Hayes. At the elbow, it's Allen. Over McGrady. Allen shot is off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Mullen with the ball. Now Pierce defending.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
It's stolen by Allen. Halliburton against Cunningham. Stolen by Pierce. Jumps up. And it's Pierce with the jam!
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Drives to the hoop. Here's Ware. Off target with his 3. Spurs trail by 18. Down low. Here's Allen. And it's denied. Allen against McGrady. 3-pointer. Ware. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for San Antonio. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the three-point line.
Cunningham dishes it to McGrady. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Cunningham's shot is off. Spurs trail by 17. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by McGrady. McGrady's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cunningham passes to Pierce. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Humphries comes in for Porzingis, and Caron Butler subbed in for Hayes. Allen passes to Mullen. Another shot. Here's Humphries. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Houston shot's good. And the Hornets lead by 17.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
Halliburton kicks to Butler. Allen for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Ware's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts. You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Allen, the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. That's 12 points for Ray Allen.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Halliburton passes to Butler. Back to Halliburton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Charlotte leading by 18. Pass to Ware, and he dunks it down.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. San Antonio's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Here's Allen, and Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out to Shrimp. This one for 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Jonas. Pass to Strength. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly missing getting the deuce.
For Charlotte, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Bowl, he's checked in for the Hornets. San Antonio also making some changes. Shane Battier is checked in for Mullen. Okoro comes in for Allen. And it's Williams in for Halliburton. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Bailey. There's 14 seconds left in the third.
Ooh, a little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Back to Williams. Free throw line jump shot. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Hornets on top as they wrap up the third quarter on a 14-6 run. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Bowl. Cunningham is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Bailey. And it's Pettit in at the 4 spot. So that's the Hornets 5.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage better.
And Cunningham with the slam.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
So it's the Spurs now to the paint. Here's Mutombo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Assisted by
Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Halliburton against McGrady. Pass to Cunningham. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. To the wing right side, Okoro.
And it's not just Bowles' size that makes him such an excellent shot blocker. He's got great instincts as well. Not many guys come out of games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manute.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Chris Humphries has checked in for Mutombo, and Allen subbed in for Okoro. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Boy, that's his second 3. First of this half, though.
And here's Gordon, and he drives in. Korver gets a wide open look, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Allen, that's good.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
Gordon with it. He's against Williams. Gordon the pass to Petrovic. Now here's Gordon. Back to Chandler. Williams with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Halliburton. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Allen's got 3 assists now in this one. Chandler with a screen for Gordon. And the dunk by Chandler.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Halliburton outside. Allen for 3. Rebound by Ben Gordon.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Pass to Petrovic. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Williams. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. To the inside. And the dunk by Humphrey.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Tracy McGrady.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Here's Jonas. Shot clock at 6. And here's Korver from the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Allen for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Tipped away. It's stolen by Mullen. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Pierce. Pass to Jonas. Now where? Here's Jonas. 4 on the shot clock. It's blocked.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry. And there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Jonas. Jacks up a 3. That does not go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner. Leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Charlotte.
And a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Out to the right wing. Okoro wide open. He fired. And it's off from 3-point range. Cunningham against Williams. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
A shot by Williams, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The kick out to Pierce. McGrady outside. Takes it inside. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's deflected. Now McGrady. And the call will be against Khalil Ware. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just hit some chances that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And now we present the player of the game, Tracy McGrady.